Hey YouTube, Rick Marks here. Looking today again, we're working our way through the Mindset book by Dweck, and I wanted to today look at, I guess it's effort. Is probably the underlying thing. That's what it all boils down to from what I've seen. It's those that are willing to put in the effort and those that don't. So with effort, there's an element of risk, and those combined, I suppose, is what, with a lot of effort, a lot of risk, you know, that's where you're living in that growth mindset, where low risk and minimal effort, you're sort of complacent and you're staying in a fixed mindset. So far in the book, I've realized there's a lot of stuff that makes up the mindset, the various elements of the mindset as well, and understanding that, you know, I guess more and more, like I've been doing my swimming, and thinking a lot about, like, why are we all different, or how are we all different, or a combination of all of it, and how certain people think a certain way, and that to them is the norm. It doesn't mean it's right, doesn't mean it's wrong. To them, that's just how it is, and how we all have this worldview that we've grown up believing that's how the world is, and then reflecting on the fact that as a parent, that's what we have the ability to help our children to paint. Or not paint, I suppose. So one of the big things I asked my 5, almost 6-year-old the other day, I said, when you fail at something or it doesn't work the way you thought it did, how does that make you feel? And trying to ascertain at that level for, you know, a 5-year-old, does she feel a failure? Does she feel, and she said, no, I'm learning. And I tried to encourage her to continue that thinking, because I've talked about it before. At what point in life do we no longer see it that way anymore, and we now see ourselves as a failure, or we see that we should have done better, or we should have thought about that avenue, or, you know, and we start to, I suppose, become more risk adverse rather than willing to take the risk. Whereas as a kid, they go all in and they will try everything. They will push past failure, I suppose, because they're learning. And that's how they see it. They're learning this whole world, how it all works. And I often forget that, and often will kind of go, didn't you think that through beforehand? And then realize that that's my experience as a parent, and that's my many years versus their lack of years, I suppose. Or so I wanted to look at the fact that, you know, I suppose as a kid or somebody, when you're trying something and you've got no fear, you're going all in, you give it all the effort because you don't know otherwise. Whereas I suppose as we become more risk aware and probably more conscious of that, we tune down that effort. We go, yeah, but there's still a chance that it could fail. And so then we start to allow the negativity to move into that positivity and dilute it. I heard a really interesting saying the other day, and it was talking about how there is no darkness. Darkness is the absence of light, but darkness itself is not a thing. It's the absence of light. So when there isn't light, there's darkness. And it was looking at those, like those fundamentals, that there's only light or no light, but it's not about the darkness. The darkness is just the absence. And thinking about how that works into the mindset, and how we allow ourselves to let those negative or potentials stop us, when really we should just be giving it all. Like, the light is 100%, the light is there or the light isn't there. Either you're going to give it your all and succeed in some way, whether that is to the level you expected to achieve, the outcome that you had forecast, or whether that is that you've learned all these lessons along the way and you've become wiser from the end of it. But it's how you view it. Do you see your trip, your journey, you go away for the weekend, does it begin when you get there, or does it begin when you pack the car and you head off? Is that first step and the journey, or do you write off the travel as like, commute? It's just, that's part of the equation to get to where we're going, and the actual holiday begins once we're there. So I implore you guys to think a little bit about that. What is it that you're allowing? Are you allowing that light? Are you essentially squishing that light to make it darkness? Are you preventing that light from shining? Or are you going to allow your light to continue to burn, screw the darkness, and learn along the way? Because I've more and more thought about the fact we have finite time on Earth and alive. Learn, grow, become smarter, become wiser, become the next level you, because that's what matters. Have an awesome day, and if you've enjoyed it, chuck some comments, like and subscribe, thumbs up. There'll be more coming around the mindset book, around concepts and thoughts, my own personal perspectives. If you're enjoying it, I'd love to start conversing around it. But you have an awesome day, and you'll see me again tomorrow 9 a.m. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.